What's to say? At the time, I testified only once before a Senate committee representing the Freedom of the Press Committee of the Overseas Press Club of America. I criticized the Eisenhower administration for its refusal to permit American correspondents to travel to communist China. That was under Eisenhower, huh? Hey, did you ever end up later seeing the transcripts? You know, the ones that presumably were what Watergate was all about, the Nixon tapes, including his phone call with guess who? Barbara Walters. Yeah. Remember that call that Dick gave Barbara and what they said? Have you ever heard it? Something else. Huh? Talking to Barbara about how Dick would be really happy to know that Barbara Walters was going to be the official correspondent, identified, connected, alerted by the President of the United States to get the coverage, the real coverage of what Nixon was going to be doing in China. You know, not so ironically, it involved a plane ride that the president was specifically coordinating, a private plane ride. The president was specifically coordinating for Barbara Walters. But do you remember that other plane ride? The other plane ride that Barbara Walters ended up taking? Well, before that plane ride, there was another plane ride that involved her producer and the cameraman she had been working with after she had had an interview. Do you remember that? I just read something tonight about a woman who died in a plane that was taken over by terrorists. Yeah. Let's not make the same mistakes we made before. I don't want to see any more axe-ridden, chopped up, mutilated bodies of 8-year-olds coming up and someone telling me that's my daughter. Hey, how do you think a father would actually feel if somebody kidnapped his 8-year-old daughter and butchered her body with an axe because they, what, didn't like her demographic indicator? Huh? You don't think somebody might take that personally up to and including the level of the most exclusive 9 people on the planet, do you? Yeah. I just asked because I wondered if in the context of Nick getting all of those phone calls recorded, if that special task force he had set up regarding the telecom sector, maybe they knew about those phone calls before those guys that started writing their articles about the Watergate break-in did. Do you think? Do you think before the DNC got its feathers in a ruffle over all of those tape recordings, do you think that maybe somebody else already knew and had a plan? You don't think that plan's still in effect, do you? Yeah. See you soon, buddy.